And we're
Why
back.
don't I wear watches anymore?
It's a great question.
Oh, this one's
Maybe
dead.
because you don't need to tell the time.
Look at it though. It's
Wow.
it's sick.
You
Look
know,
at this guy.
we honestly that is a very nice looking watch.
I don't even remember getting this guy.
It's like a Rolex.
I'll put it on, and now I
You
can tell the
should.
time.
Well, see, weirdly, I can't believe we didn't even talk about this beforehand. This is so weird how this segued in.
Mhm.
And there's no setup to this. We haven't even done anything. But one of the topics that I encountered this week that I thought we should talk about is
Yeah.
people's perception of time. We're just getting right into it.
All right.
No delay. Yeah, I
Time
was
isn't
gone last
real.
week. I'm sorry. We're gonna get back to the Padre Island adventure, but this is too good of a segue.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I need you to not look at that watch or any other time clock, because what I'm gonna ask you to do, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to count off 10 seconds,
Okay.
and I am going to start a timer, and we're gonna see how accurate your 10 seconds is to what my timer says 10 seconds is.
Okay. We also have like a delay between me saying something and you getting something. So hopefully that doesn't fuck that up too.
Yeah, no, we can have a little bit of there's a little bit of leeway. I mean, if you're like 5 seconds off, that's not leeway. But,
No.
you know,
I'm
we'll give it a
gonna
little
close
bit.
my eyes because I have two different count up things going for how long we've
Yes,
been
that's a
recording.
good idea. And remember, you're counting seconds. You're not
And-
just counting to 10. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, that kind of thing.
All right.
Okay.
Hands
So-
up, eyes closed.
Yeah,
Can't see
we're
nothing.
gonna start this experiment on 3. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi. That was definitely too fast.
Should I? Do you want to see?
Yeah. What do we
You
got? What do we got?
kind of unbelievably
Actually?
like
snap.
nailed it within half a
Yeah.
second.
I'm kind of good like that.
That's fascinating.
I
That
guess
is
my
so
Mississippis were slightly too long.
maybe, or it could be just the delay. I was kind of blown away because when I did this, I think I was like a full second behind.
Yeah.
And it got me thinking, well, I don't even remember why I started thinking about this, but I'm impressed by your accurate perception of time.
It happens sometimes. See, I think time-wise, I am decent, just in general, but date-wise,
Date-wise? Oh, you're like, what day is it? And you're like, I have
half
no
of
idea.
the last week I thought was Friday.
Really?
And I'm so serious.
That is another unexplained phenomena. Yeah.
And I think for me, it was just because the way that the day was going, it felt like, oh, this is my last day of the week or the work week. I get to chill out tomorrow. But then in reality, it was like, no, I don't get to chill out tomorrow. I have to come back here again and again and again.
Wow. Is that all your last weekend was? Was just you working?
Yeah, I didn't do anything, John. I don't do stuff.
Yeah, I don't either, usually.
No,
it was an exception.
I could talk about my trip to the dentist again.
Oh, gosh. Yeah.
That happened in the previous 2 weeks. So I've been to the dentist twice in the last 2 weeks.
Twice? Wow.
Yeah. So
for the same teeth, or is this a new problem?
Mm-hmm. So, for the original tooth that I started going to the dentist for, because it lost all filling in it and I wasn't feeling any pain in it anymore because the tooth was dead.
Oh, yeah.
That one became put on the back burner for a while. And so we focused on the tooth that was hurting and actively still had nerves and stuff, which means it was going to have less decay. It's going to be easier to save that tooth. So we started that process last year, I think.
Oh, gosh. Last year? That was 8 months ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
I think let's see. I went to the very first time I went to get like x-rays and everything, I believe was last December. Because I think it was like a few days after Christmas is when I got the x-ray. I didn't get the root canal until January. And then I also, in between that and now, I got the crown.
Yep.
I got 11 fillings, 12 fillings.
11? 12?
Yeah. It was going to be 11, but with the tooth behind this one, which is the original tooth, the tooth behind the original tooth, they're like, we're gonna go ahead and fill that one as well, just because it's so close to the tooth that's already dead, in case there was any decay in that one.
Now, you
Um,
had your wisdom teeth out, correct?
yes, I don't have my wisdom teeth.
Okay,
Got those taken out in high school.
that's great. Okay, yeah.
Uh, thank you to my nana for that one. Because I feel like they would have came in real bad, which is why they took him out.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with the way my teeth have been acting up. But like all my fillings though are like primarily in between the cracks of my teeth, not the cracks, but in between my teeth,
Oh, like
because
sideways.
one, didn't take care of my teeth too well
Mm,
growing up. And it's they say it's never too late. There is a too late. But you can always start. But I
fair.
would brush my teeth sometimes, and I would eat a lot of apples, but I did not
Oh.
floss. So food
Yeah.
would get stuck between my teeth, and that turns into decay and cavities and everything like that.
Mhm.
So most of mine were either in between my teeth or like in the nooks and crannies of like my molars.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and so because I've gotten a lot better because so I went back to get this one because this one had the root canal back in March, I believe.
Yeah.
And I went back 2 weeks ago to get the crown in that one, and so the way it works is you get the root canal. That's them going in, digging, taking everything out, filling it
Right.
up.
Right.
Uh, the crown process is basically they shave, like they just take off the rest of the tooth and leave it in a specific way to where they can put the crown on. And
Mhm.
so, uh,
Which
excuse
is
me,
like a little hat, right? It goes on top of it.
essentially, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But like, but it starts off with a temporary one because they can't do the permanent one because they'd have to get the mold for your tooth and then send it out to a lab. They make it, send it
Oh,
back.
right.
Uh,
They send it to the blacksmith, and the blacksmith makes
yeah.
the yeah.
So I got the temporary crown that day. And after that, they were gonna take some pictures of my teeth, so be sure that like everything's good. But because
Warn other people away. Be like, don't do
yeah,
this.
no, because my teeth are so bad, or were so bad, are so bad. It's more so my gums. I think I have like
What?
mild gingivitis.
Oh
But
no.
the way that they described it was because this tooth was so bad and
Yeah.
with the decay process. With this one, all they had to do was like shave the top part. With this
Okay.
one, they had to shave down into the roots or like drill
Good
down into the
lord.
roots to get rid of all the leftover decay that was there.
Yeah.
That's how bad this tooth deteriorated. And so when they were doing it, I felt like they had all four hands in my mouth and they were manhandling me and drilling into my gums. It felt like a horror
That's
movie and I was
crazy.
terrified.
Uh-huh.
Uh and like after like they were done with that and they were going to grab some other stuff, I stuck my tongue over there. I do that every time they do anything to see what's
Yeah.
going on. And there was just like it felt like there was just a hole in my gums that was just filling up with blood.
Oh, jeez.
And it was a thing of
No
horrors. It was a thing of
knockout
nightmares.
gas? No knockout
No,
gas or
I
anything?
was numb. They had already shot
Yeah.
me up with anesthetic. So
That's
like I
not any
wasn't
better.
feeling anything,
Yeah.
which is cool, thank God. But definitely was scary because I wasn't feeling anything. I
Mm.
was like, "Oh my God." They just like this is what you would see in like a horror movie. They just drill into your teeth and they just
Yeah.
manhandle you. I don't like
It's
this.
from the perspective of the person standing outside. They walk by the office like and just see this dead body like,
You know the scene in Finding Nemo where they're at the dentist's office and
oh
it's Darla and her parent, they're out there and
yeah
it just shows into the dentist's office and the guy's like squirming all around and screaming or whatever.
yeah
That's
yeah.
what it felt like, minus the screaming, minus the squirming, because I was numb.
Mm-hmm.
Uh the cool thing, I don't know if this is the same for everybody though. Maybe it's just a me thing. After they numb me up, after they've been like working on it for like 5 minutes, I start to doze
Right.
off.
Yeah.
It was to the point to where they had to put something in my mouth to keep my mouth open because I was falling
Really
asleep. Like I was spacing out
okay.
and falling asleep, and I was just like, I'm really just laying here. They're doing dental surgery, and I'm not even like freaking out. I'm
Yep.
about to fall asleep. This is kind of weird. The same thing happened when they did the root canal, both of
Hmm.
them. Because like the worst part, honestly, is them shooting me up with anesthetic because you can feel all of it going into like your system.
Oh
It's
yeah.
really gross.
Yep.
But yeah, so after they do the temporary crown, they take pictures. They're supposed to take pictures and then send. make sure everything's all good, and then send off to the labs, the mold for your tooth or your permanent crown. Because my gums were so bad and they wouldn't stop bleeding, they couldn't continue that process. So I went
Oh,
back last Wednesday, or Wednesday of this week, this
right,
this past week, and they worked on my teeth a little bit more. They were disinfecting it, cleaning all the cement off, and my gums were still a little mad. I'm
right,
sorry. What they said when they worked on my tooth, and like drilling into my gums, where your gums are very mad at us right now
it sounds like it,
because
yeah,
they were bloody and very inflamed. But they wanted to wait another week to let them heal, which they did. They were still a little mad, but they calmed
mhm,
down enough for them to finish what they needed to do. Um, and so then they got the pictures. They sent out the tooth. So now I'm coming back on Thursday to get that permanent crown in, and that should be the last of my dental work for a while.
knock on
Now,
wood for that one.
this sounds like a great experience, right? This sounds like such a good thing that happens, right?
Sure.
Going to that dentist appointment screwed me over so bad with money
Oh gosh.
that I'm still recovering from it.
Yeah.
And here's why. So I went there with $700.
Okay.
When I went there the previous time, because I wanted to see if I could pay for the last or the fillings that I got the last time,
Right,
plus put money down for this whole thing.
right.
And they told me it was like $1,200,
Oh,
or maybe even more. Maybe it was like $1,400 then, and the down
wow.
payment was $600. And I was like, I can't even pay the down payment for that. And they're like, okay, you can just pay for the fillings. The down payment is $500. I was able to pay for that then. I'm
Mhm.
paying that off right now.
Nice.
With this one, they said that the whole procedure was $1,400.
Jeez.
Uh, and I was like, good Lord, I don't have that money. Can I just do the same thing I've been doing with all the other payments, where I do like the little payment plan thing?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's not technically a payment plan, it's technically a dental loan. Uh, and
Okay.
so there's different companies you can use. One of them is Care Credit. They're very
Okay.
stingy when it comes to your credit score. If it's not enough, you are not pre-approved. And
Really?
I've never been pre-approved. So then they have this other company called Healthcare Finance Direct, which I've been using for all my other payments. And so I was
Okay.
like, okay, cool, I'll just do that, no problem. We're into problems where it just wasn't like the system, or like the website just kept not accepting my application or whatever.
Huh.
And the application was sent in from their corporate,
Okay.
from a corporate company. So I was like, good Lord, are you kidding me? Blah, 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 blah. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, I can't pay for this procedure.
Right.
And like
Naturally.
I told them up front, because when I got there, I was like, hey, is it possible for me to go ahead and pay for it before we start?
Yeah.
And the person who's normally up there has been gone for like a week and a half, like disappeared from the face of the earth. They don't know where he went.
Oh
Last I checked, I
gosh.
should say. And he's the one who usually is the person who sets up all that stuff.
Of
So because
course.
he's gone, they're trying to figure it out, but they can't figure it out, so they send it off to corporate, and that whole thing is happening where it's showing up error, and so they're like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and sit you down, we're gonna numb you up for now, and just so we're not just sitting here waiting for anything. And I was like, okay. So then they sit me down, they numb me up, they check my blood pressure and everything. I'm still trying to figure this out. And
Uh-huh.
so then they're like, or like, it's not working for whatever reason. And so then they're like, you know what? We're just gonna go ahead and get started. That way we didn't numb you up for no reason. So they start the process, they do everything. The whole time I'm freaking out because I'm like, I cannot pay for this procedure.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Because not only was I getting the where they doing the crown, what's it called? The stuff to do the crown,
Right.
I was also getting a cleaning that day.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, she said her only notes is that the back of the furthest part of the back of my back teeth
Yeah.
were mostly had the most like plaque buildup, because whenever I brush my
Hmm.
teeth, I would like full open, and I wasn't reaching behind there.
Oh,
So
okay.
she showed me some tech or like some ways to do a better job of brushing behind there. But
Yeah.
outside of that, great job. I've been
Hey,
taking care of my shit.
that's excellent.
Not white yet, but after I get this done, after I pay off my dental stuff,
Yep.
I might jump on the
Hey,
whitening journey.
the cult
Uh,
welcomes all
yep, the
followers.
Colts begun. But so I'm freaking out this entire time. Quite literally, I'm texting Chanel as this is all happening, freaking the fuck out before
Uh-huh.
they even start. Because I'm like, of course this shit happens. You know, like why? Of course this happens to me at
Yeah.
this point in time. I had $700, and I was like, okay, you know, if it's $1,400 of down payments, maybe five, maybe six, maybe even $700, that's fine. I can pay because they had called corporate and they said either we can get one of the loan payment plans done, or I can go ahead and put half of the money down.
Okay, sure.
I had 700, but the total was like 1490 something. So I would have
Yeah.
needed like 750 or something,
Yeah.
which I didn't have. So I'm genuinely freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
This entire time they're working on my teeth. They're just like, oh, you know, we're just doing his teeth or whatever. We're doing what needs to be done. And I'm like, oh, why is this happening to me? But what ends up happening is after everything worked, or after they finished everything, the corporate was able to give me a link that actually worked. So I did
Oh.
that. I put in my information and everything, and then all of a sudden it goes denied.
Oh,
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
but this is after the procedure is
This is
done,
after the
correct?
procedure.
Hey,
So the
all right, we take
application for
that.
me to get this loan
Yep.
was denied.
Yep.
And I'm at this point, I'm like, it's either because I've already got four of them going,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
or because my credit score is so low because I'm not paying my student loans.
Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, you've got to be joking. Are you serious? Again, flipping my shit right
Uh-huh.
now.
Yeah.
And so I go up to the front, I let her know everything. And then like, you know, we're talking to the doctors and the nurses or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I don't have this amount right now, blah blah. Like I only have this amount of money. I can't pay off this, blah 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 blah. And so then the doctor goes, well, he's one of our he's a very loyal customer or loyal patient, so we're gonna make it work with him however we can. So I was
Nice.
able to put $600 down.
Okay.
So that was that. They haven't made me pay anything else yet. And I'm not going to bring it up right now because I
Yep.
don't have the funds to pay for anything.
Yep.
But if something happens this Thursday where they're like, okay, we're here to accept, like, we're here for the rest of the payment,
Yeah.
I'll be like, I don't have that either. I can only put a certain amount of money down. But because I went to that dentist appointment and I paid the $600, it left me with
Right.
$100 to last me for 2 weeks.
Oh my gosh.
By the time I went to this last appointment, I was already in the negatives.
Hmm.
I got paid yesterday.
Okay. Yeah.
No, wait, did I get paid yesterday? Or was it I think I got paid yesterday. So remember when I said I don't remember what day the days blend together? I got paid
Right.
Friday. Sorry, and I didn't have as big of a paycheck as I normally do because I had to take half day for the
Hmm.
dentists.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
So I got paid, you know, less than my usual paycheck. I
Mm-hmm.
currently have $300 to last me for another 2 weeks.
That's more than 100, I guess.
Yeah. The reason why is because I had no money, so all of the payments for all of the dental stuff that was due in that time frame,
Yeah.
as well as my phone bill and some other bills, I had to push to this last paycheck. So the day
Yeah.
of, it all got taken out.
Oh
I
my
also
god.
had to pay some money, some leftover balance for the endodontist, which are the
Okay.
ones that did my root canal. Thankfully,
Nice.
it was only like $50. I decided to, before all the money got taken out, I paid forward one of my other loans, so I don't have to
Nice.
worry about that next month. That'll be October's when the next one happens.
Okay.
And that one's like $100. The
Damn.
one of the loans I just paid for the dentist is like 80 something dollars.
Yep.
I've got two more that are coming up in the next 2 weeks that total about $60. Um, I was able to
gracious.
put money towards rent, thank God.
Okay, yeah.
Which is always the first thing I do whenever I get paid, except for this last paycheck or this
Mm.
2 paychecks ago, because I use that to pay for the dentist. You see the problem here.
I do see the problem. Yeah,
The problem here is I should just get my teeth taken out
you
and just
could. You
get
could go the way of George Washington. Just
It's
entirely.
you know what? Yeah, I'll just get slaves and steal their teeth.
That could work too. Yeah.
Yeah. But
What if
that
you
is
just
my
brought like a snack bag full of stolen teeth? Be like,
that's.
put
Can
these
you put
in.
this one in, please?
Yeah, I'd
Thank
like to
you.
swap out this one. I like
I
this
would.
one.
I feel like that would be terrible first and foremost because
The
that's disgusting.
aesthetics work
But
better on this.
two, because they're not like in your gums, like in your mouth, wouldn't they decay?
I mean, yeah,
Maybe
it
if you like put them in
depends. Yeah,
some kind of solution.
yeah,
What if
you
we just
could
put them in like
lacquer
pure
them.
calcium?
Yeah,
Because that's supposed to make your bones stronger, right? Just put
just
them in milk.
dip them in like plexiglass or whatever, and then attach them over the
You know
top.
what? I'll just 3D print some teeth and then coat them in like enamel.
Hey, there you go. Well, if
Right?
you
Right?
3D print, you don't even need to. Well, I guess they
The only
might
thing with
break on like
that is like you
difficult
need
foods.
to probably get like the shape of your actual teeth first as like a
Ah,
model.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't
Play-Doh,
know.
silly putty.
You know what? Fair enough. But yeah, so that was my previous experience at the dentist. A lot
Yeah.
of fun, but also not a lot of anxiety. I realized my biggest stressor in life, outside of my existential crises of what am I doing with my life,
Oh yeah.
stem from money.
Money
As I
does
grew up,
solve a lot of problems.
it also causes all of my problems because I don't have enough of it, and I've never had enough. I grew up poor.
Oh yeah.
Uh, not as like monetarily challenged as other people, of course. Like I was
Sure.
able to grow up in a house, you know, I was able to get some of the things that we wanted, blah 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 blah. But
Yeah.
like we just grew up not having a lot of money just in general.
I feel you.
Um like to the point to where we couldn't even I wish I had the skills I have now when I was a kid because I could have fixed some stuff going on in our house
Hey,
that
hey, look
we
at
just
that.
never got fixed because we
Yeah.
couldn't afford to pay for it. One of them being plumbing issues.
Ah, yeah.
And that was a whole thing that I've repressed from my memory banks. But like we had really bad plumbing issues, especially with our toilet.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and so if I knew what I knew now, we wouldn't have that problem.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, I know we don't have money. Let's go to the Home Depot and just get these parts and some tools, and I got you.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
utilizable skills right there.
it is. I can fix a lot of stuff. I just need to make sure I have the right tool and
Yeah.
or the right part. I think my favorite part of maintenance. I'm taking the whole the show today.
Ah.
No, my favorite part of maintenance is not fixing things. It's diagnosing things and learning how things work.
Oh yeah.
Because if you can figure out how it works and why it's wrong or why it's broken, then
Hmm.
you can fix it at any point. Because we have at my property we have like the French doors where they open from the inside out, and it's like
Right.
the left and right doors, and so like one side's the fridge, one side's the freezer, instead of like this like one on top of the other, freezer on
Sure.
top. And so in the freezer on the freezer door is the water dispenser and the ice dispenser,
Yeah.
and there was this one apartment that there for some reason the flap that you push, you know, that activates the mechanism would not it was stuck pushed in, and so it flooded their apartment several times.
Whoa. Okay.
And so I was like, how do you even fix this? I don't know. And they had to put like tape on it to keep it from doing that.
Yeah.
Um, and so I was like, how am I supposed to fix this? I don't even know how this works. And so, you know, I thought I talked to Anthony and he was saying that we probably have to like replace the whole shelving or something. And so I was like, okay, cool. I go down to our spare ones that have been sitting in our storage and I
Yeah.
pull up YouTube and I'm like, how do I make this work? Like, how do I replace this? And it
Hmm.
is such an easy process. It's literally you take off a panel, you take off some screws, and pull it off. That's
Ah.
all it takes.
Wow.
If I didn't look that up, I never would have known that.
YouTube is, I think, a lot of people say like Google and the internet is the greatest, information form.
Yeah,
YouTube might be better.
both the best and the worst place to get information.
Yeah. Dude,
Uh,
everybody's on there. Everybody can upload everything. It's like Wikipedia, but
yeah,
what do you call it? Like, there's nobody
unfiltered,
really
undocumented.
monitoring it.
Yeah.
Like
Another
anybody
thing.
could just go like, I know how to fix this. This is how you fix it. And then you
Mhm.
get to go, that fixed it?
Yeah.
I'll try that.
Another, it's just very nice knowing that you know how to fix things, and
Yeah.
when you pull up on the like to see what the problem is, because they'll be like, oh, this is going on and this is this, and you're like, oh, this is a problem because this thing's going on. Like we had somebody whose microwave door, the bottom of it, like a big chunk of the plastic fell off,
Oh.
and they're like, we don't know what happened, we don't know why,
What?
and after looking at it, you see that there's cracks, that formed from them, excessively pulling on the door. And it's
Ah.
just something that happens over time. It's wear and tear. And so I pointed
Mhm.
that out to them. And they're like, oh, okay. I was like, yeah, we're probably just going to have to replace that door for you. Totally
Yeah.
fine. Did I have to super glue another door for them not to notice? Maybe. But that's not important. That's
Your
not
giant
including.
gorilla hands and your monkey strength, you just ripped the thing out of the wall.
Boo!
What's
Yeah.
wrong with you people? Be
And
gentle with your appliances.
these are like elderly people too. So it's even more funny.
They're
Um,
probably enraged at that.
oh,
The
absolutely.
just the microwave itself. It's like it doesn't work. Whammo! And then they just slam it as hard as they can.
Oh, absolutely. That's
I
exactly what
told you my
happens.
family can't close doors quietly, right? The
Yeah, I
same
heard. Yeah.
concept. They're going to obliterate the entire structure of the house, just like that microwave.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I guess I'm also the same way. I'm also just heavy-handed and heavy-footed. Uh it was really bad as a kid. Like if I
Yeah.
was play fighting, and I don't know if it's because of my anger issues, which we've discussed in the
Mm,
past.
could be,
But I
yeah.
just remember, like, if I was play fighting with anybody, they'd always be like, "You hit too hard." But in my
Mhm.
mind, I'm just swatting them. But to them, I'm hitting the shit out of them. I'm rocking this shit, and I'm like,
You're
I didn't
only
even try to
feeling
hit you.
15% of my power. You're like, oh, yeah, I can't hear
Oh,
anything.
exactly. But yes, that is my little mini rant
That's
and
nuts.
appreciation and stuff. Maintenance, I'm tired of it. It sucks. I hate it. I
Mm.
want to get a different job, but I don't know what I would do. I have a lot of marketable skills, but
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, very
know
true.
how to market them.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I went to my one of our friends had a birthday party yesterday,
Nice.
and the theme was dress up as your favorite version of them. Or of her. And so one of the running jokes is that she used to be the property manager where I live. And
Okay.
so one of the running jokes is that she was the dad of the property. And so I don't know how well you
Oh.
can see this picture, but this is what I dressed up as. I dressed up as her, but as a suburban dad.
Yep. You look like you're
And
going to
I just thought
grill
it was funny. I
outside.
was like, I took it, ran with it as an interpretation. You
Uh-huh.
can't see, but on the hat, I had cut out and then used pins to stick the word dad onto my hat.
Okay.
And I cut them, like I cut the ends of them so they wouldn't stab into my head, and then I put cardboard to stick them into so they wouldn't stab into my head. Very innovative. My shoes, I cut out. I used some paper to cut out the letter N for New Balance because New Balance are dad shoes.
Oh, naturally.
Um, I was supposed to wear my watch, but I completely forgot. But I had a fanny pack, I had a carabiner, I was wearing cargo shorts, I had that dad shirt on, and I walked up. It was her favorite outfit because I worked very hard. And
Wow,
so
okay.
then, the funniest part though is she looked at me and she goes, "There, I can tell you a time where I dressed exactly like that."
Really?
And I
That's
was like, "Are you
incredible.
serious?" And I felt very accomplished because of it. Because I was like, I just did this out of interpretation, but I'm just that good.
I guess so. You didn't take any
But
costuming classes to my knowledge, but, maybe you
no.
just I guess your mom's powers are
Oh
channeling
yeah,
down.
the creativity genes run very strong.
That's nuts.
Uh, but yeah, I brought that up because everybody else there besides Jacob were
Mhm.
also works in like housing and property management, but all of them work in like the office and like the leasing side. I was the
Oh.
only maintenance person there.
Oh, I see.
And so they were all just talking about like leasing stuff or whatever, and like how things are and how they get leases or whatever, how they dress to get leases or whatever. And I was like, so what you're saying is you got to dress like this and dress like that to get leases? And I'm like, I'm hot.
Yeah.
I'm personable.
Uh-huh.
I've got tons of customer service.
Yep.
I could make a killing in leasing, but nobody wanted me to be a lease to lease. And
Really?
she used to be my boss, the friend whose birthday party it was. And she
Okay.
goes, I tried to get you in the office, but the maintenance refused to let you go because you were too good at maintenance. And I said, and that's
Oh.
the problem. I'm too good at my job that
Yep.
everybody wants me.
That's crazy.
And
That's
that's where we are. It's the truth in all of my jobs.
Yep.
And it's not like I try hard. It's not like I just do my job.
Yeah.
I just do what I'm told, and that's really it. Do what I'm told and be nice to people, be kind-hearted,
Mhm.
and just customer service it up. But also, I've been told several times at most of my jobs that I'm a very my soul my person
Mhm.
I have a very kind soul, essentially. And
Oh,
like
yeah.
and I'm a very humble person, and like the old people will say that too. And I'm like, no, it's like I'm just being nice, blah blah. Blah. And they're like,
Mhm.
no, like there's a difference between, and even Jacob will bring it up. He goes like, no, you keep downplaying it, but there's a difference
Mm.
between having good customer service, and just being a genuinely good person.
Oh, sure. Yeah, like, it's not an act.
Yeah, like I don't act like a good person. I just am. Like, and it's not hard to pull that over into customer service
Yeah.
because you know what the customer wants.
Yeah, they're here to get a lease.
Oh, okay. I have one more rant. It's about
Oh.
maintenance. Um,
You might
so
do good
one of
in, like,
our
car sales, by the way.
see, I would do great in sales. I just don't want to be a salesperson.
That's fair, yeah.
That's why I refuse to do certain retail jobs, because they're like, okay, cool,
Mm.
we do have this like credit program, and you have to sell this to the people, blah 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 blah.
Mhm.
And so they're like, well, how would you do it? And I'd be like, I don't know, because I wasn't ready for that question.
Oh, yeah.
But like, give me some time, train me on what to and what not to say. I
Yeah.
absolutely could. Which I think I would do great in leasing because of that. I just
Mhm.
need some training on it. But like, just in general, like the customer service is already there. I just need to know what to and what not to say. But I have another rant coming. It is
Yeah.
about maintenance at my current job.
Okay.
Um, one of our ACs went out
Yeah.
for one of our residents, and so the problem was the compressor had died. The compressor is the part in the outside unit. The part, or like, how the outside units, it's got the fan on there, and it makes a really loud humming sound.
Oh, yeah.
Uh, the thing that makes the humming sound is the compressor. That's what pushes the freon into and pulls it out of the unit.
Okay.
If that's not working, the AC doesn't work because the
No
freon is what
Freon.
cools down the air.
Yep.
Yes, the refrigerant, if you will.
Okay.
So if that stops working, everything stops working.
Yeah.
So we don't we were not going to replace it. We tried, or Anthony tried calling our main guy, but he didn't respond. So then we called another company, which in the past has not been the most reliable.
Okay.
But we needed to get it done ASAP. We needed to get it done by Friday because that's what we told the resident we were going to get it done by. So why did they show up on Thursday? We didn't have the new compressor yet. And we're just like, what are you here for? And he goes, I don't know why they sent me out here if I'm not supposed to be here by Friday. I'm trying to get in contact with them, blah, 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 blah. He
Yeah,
ended up
yeah.
leaving or whatever. So he's supposed to come Friday morning is when we had him scheduled.
Okay.
Because, Friday morning, he can come in, or they can come in, they can replace it. If there's any other problems, we can deal with it then. The sooner the better type beat. Why is it noon? Anthony calls, and they're like, it's taking longer for him to get there because he's stuck on another job.
Ah.
And we're like, okay, cool. Well, Lord of Loves, if y'all said something to us about it first.
Nah.
Uh, so then we didn't hear back from them until about 2:30. He calls, and they say, oh, it's taking him too long. He's not going to be able to make it there before 5, so we can have him come on Monday. And so he's already pissed off with the whole situation. I'm pissed off with the whole situation. And we're
The
like, that's
resident's
stupid, that's stupid,
probably,
that's dumb.
sweating to death as well, yeah.
Well, she had 2 window units in her apartment.
Oh,
So like
alright.
we have stuff in there for her to cool down. So then we're just like, this is so stupid. We're just gonna have to do it ourselves.
Mhm.
Anthony goes and gets the parts that we need, or the stuff that we need or whatever. And then he calls me back at about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and he goes, "Hey, can you go grab this stuff and bring it, like get loaded up, bring it, whatever, blah 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 blah." And I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, cool. Do we need this and this and that?" He goes, "No, we're just gonna empty out the unit because we have to vacuum out all the Freon. And
Oh,
there's only three things you can do with Freon. You can recover it by putting it in a recovery tank.
okay.
You can have it destroyed, which apparently you can just destroy it, or you can just release it, which is illegal
It's option
because
4, which
Freon
is
is very bad for the
you
environment.
you could always drink it to
Uh,
liquid
so you could also drink it, yeah, yeah, yeah.
liquid form.
But we ended up recovering it, and that's when he told me that they are going to be coming, but they're going to be coming after hours. And because they're
Okay.
coming after hours, we're paying them overtime pay.
Of course.
Even though it's their fault that they're coming late.
Uh-huh.
Because mind you, he only had 2 jobs that day. Somebody else before us, and then us.
Nice.
And they get paid hourly. But that was the best thing that we could have done, because it would have got it done Friday.
Right?
But anyways, he ends up showing up. We're just waiting there in the front office while he's working on it. He ends up finishing up, and then he calls Anthony and he tells him that he replaced the compressor. He checked everything, and there's another issue,
Uh-oh.
and it's with one of the parts on the internal unit. And that part specifically, you can only get it at an HVAC store.
Ah,
At that point, all HVAC stores were closed because it was already 8 o'clock.
after hours, yep.
And we had told her that it would be done on Friday. And so he's losing his mind. I'm trying to figure out what we can do. There's a few places that do open on Saturday.
Mhm.
But the problem is, even if we got the parts, which we have the part now, I believe, is we needed to get another recovery tank for the new Freon that was put in the unit, which we don't have. Because we
Ah.
can't replace or work on that part unless we pull out all the Freon first. Because it's highly
Mm.
pressurized, and working on it is just going to send the Freon into the air, which is a big no-no.
Mhm.
So we end up packing up everything and leaving. And we're like, okay, if she calls back, we'll just let her know what's going on. She calls back on Saturday, and Anthony's out in Dallas trying to find the part. And so he's like, hey, can you go there and just put another window unit into her apartment? And I was like, okay, cool. I go there, and she was already pissed off because it's been a week since her AC went out.
Yeah.
By the time we got there on Friday. So I go there and I'm losing my mind. I'm psyching myself out. I'm like, okay, here's what I need to say. I know she's gonna be mad. She's probably gonna yell, blah 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 blah.
Right?
I already have the new unit, and I'll just be like, hey, this is the situation, yada yada yada. I ring the doorbell. She opens the door. She has a very excited dog who's happy to see me.
Mhm.
And so I'm like, hey, so we got a call, about the AC. And she goes, yeah. And she takes me to the thermostat. She goes, nothing's changing. It's still really, it's still hot in here. It's still like 87 degrees. And I was
Sheesh.
like, oh, are you serious? I was like, are you serious? Well, they changed their compressor yesterday. Well, here. She goes, yeah, I don't know if it's actually on because, I don't hear it running. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll go check the outside unit real quick. I go check the outside unit. It's not on, of course, because they turned it off, because if it was on, it would get shot because it's not working properly.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, cool. I go back inside, and she goes, yeah, the guy was also up in the attic. I was like, okay, cool. Let me go check the attic. I go into the attic. I call Jacob, because Jacob brought me to work. And I call Jacob. He goes, hey, what's up? Because he's waiting for me to get done so we can go home. And I'm
Mhm.
like, hey, so I'm in the attic right now. I'm sweating my balls off. I just wanted to sound like I'm actually talking to somebody in case she could hear me. Because I'm acting like I'm finding out this problem for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Because the plan was
Classic
to blame the
repairman
company,
activity.
because the company is the problem, was the
Uh-huh.
issue. Because had they showed up when they were supposed to in the morning, we would have caught this issue and been able to deal with it on Friday.
Uh-huh.
So now I'm acting like I found this for the first time and really playing it up. So I come down from the attic, I put it back up, and I come out and I go, hey, so I checked everything, and outside everything is running. I was checking the upstairs, like your attic unit, and I noticed that something is not right. And there's this one specific part that doesn't look like it's doing what it's supposed to. Let me call my boss. excuse me, and let me call my boss and see if we can get that part for you. Which I had already called him when I was in the attic, and he was
Yeah.
like, okay, like, just put the window unit in there, the blah blah blah. I was like, okay, cool. I go outside and I'm sitting outside of my cart, and I pull out my phone. Hey, so here's the problem. Blah 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 blah. It's this thing, I think. Oh, this is what it's called, and that's what it does. Okay, cool. Are we able to are we able to get it anywhere right now? We're not. Are you serious? Okay, okay. Well, maybe, I'm having a full-blown conversation with nobody, by the way. My phone was on the home screen. Uh
You
and it was
maniac.
just a conversation. It was essentially the conversation that I had with Anthony the night before.
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah.
go back inside and, I apologize and I say, hey, so here's the situation. We need this specific part. There's like no HVAC stores open on the weekends that we can get it from. Blah,
Hmm.
blah, blah. And she's super chill about it. And like, I let her know, like, I think, and I'm so sorry. She goes, no, it's fine. Like, I
Yep.
understand it's a problem. Like, you have to get the part, you have to order it. I just hope
Yeah.
it gets here by Monday. And I was like, hopefully so. We're gonna try to order it or see what stores we have around that are gonna be open on Monday, and see if we can grab the part then and just grab it then and come over and work on your unit again. And so she's, super understanding. She's not mad. And I was like, yeah, I think like like I'd be like, I understand if you're like the frustration of not having AC because she has a
Hmm.
cat and a dog. And so I was just like, and like I understand your frustration and blah 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 blah. And she was like, no, like I was really just upset yesterday because nobody told me what was going on. Like
Oh.
nobody informed her on anything, which is why she was so frustrated last or yesterday. And
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, like I understand and I do apologize, blah 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 blah. But excuse me. I think for me, the reason why I keep apologizing is because
Hmm.
the company was supposed to come out yesterday morning. They didn't show up until after hours. Had they came when they were supposed to, we would have saw the problem. We would have been able to fix your AC yesterday. And she was like, "No, I understand. Like he was like it was late, and he didn't even really seem like he wanted to be here. He seemed like he just wanted to be here, get the work done, and get out."
Yep.
And so I was like, yes, she also believes they're a bad company because they are a bad company. And
Uh-huh.
I told her, yeah, I'm gonna talk to my boss and make sure we don't use them again because this isn't the first time they did something like this because it's not.
Wow.
And so super chill, crowd control,
You put
100%.
on like a full 3-act play for this lady. That is
Yeah,
next level.
listen, literally, I want you to know, like, I was freaking out before, like, I even knocked on the door or like rang on her doorbell initially, and then I paused. I'm like, calm myself down. I'm like, Isaiah,
Yeah.
you're a goddamn actor. Act, damn it.
Ah, damn you. And
And
you didn't
I
even
put on
need
a
a
full
script
on
that time.
performance.
Yep.
Yeah, the full on improv. And the
That's
thing is, I
incredible.
really didn't need to do all that. I didn't need to do all that. I could have said,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
this is what the issue is going to be. But I didn't want it to seem like we already knew
Yeah.
because I really wanted to truly 100% put the blame on the company that screwed us over.
Yep. Fair
So I
enough.
fully played into the part.
That's
I'm a fucking
incredible.
actor, baby.
Yep. Yep.
I will take my Oscar now. But
If
that
she
is
believed
my
you, yeah, you deserve
one
an
hundred
award.
percent.
Mm-hmm.
She believed me because the only lie in that whole performance was that I just found out that that was the issue.
Yeah.
Everything else was truthful, I guess, except for the conversation. But I did have that conversation, so I was more so recalling the conversation. But
Exactly.
everything
Yeah.
else was true. The outside unit was replaced and it's new, and like everything on there looks to be functional.
Right.
There's that one specific part that is bad in the inside unit, in the attic. That is true. Did I just find that out? No. But did I say I just found that out? No. I omitted the truth,
Yeah.
but is it a lie?
Hey, you know, the Eddie Guerrero is a very famous wrestler. Lie, cheat, and steal. That's how you get to the top. Doesn't matter how you get
Absolutely.
there. You gotta get there. And you know
And
what? You deserve fate swinging your direction that time.
all I gotta say is I'm very proud of myself for how I handled that because I
Yep.
was freaking out beforehand for sure.
Oh
And
yeah.
any other time, I would always just default to I'm gonna talk to my supervisor and see what I can do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, But that's just because I just don't have the capacity the bandwidth to deal with some of our residents.
Yeah,
But yeah,
understandably so.
I just wanted to point out that I'm a goddamn actor, damn it.
Yeah, you are.
And I also put that customer service to a 50% or to 50 out of 10.
A 50 out of 10.
Uh,
That's a lot different than
but yeah.
50%. Yeah, that's
Yeah. A 500%.
500%.
There we go.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's that on that. Okay. You know what? I've been talking this whole episode.
Did you remember what you wanted to talk
I
about?
finally remember what it is. And it actually is kind of funny that I'm wearing this eye patch. I know I said I wasn't going to address it. But
yeah, you did say that dental appointment went a little bit wonky.
So fun story. I actually did get injured in my eye. And the eye patch placement is hilariously ironic. Because there's nothing wrong with my eye right now.
Oh, okay.
So last week. No, yeah, Monday. Are you familiar with eye wash, by the way? Like washing out your eye?
Yeah, sure. I mean, like in a biology lab or...
Yeah.
Sure.
So, I went to an apartment because there was some mildew around her air vent, and so I was cleaning it off, spraying some disinfectant.
I already don't like how this story is going. Please continue.
I had this. It was this mold and mildew killer, and so I'm spraying it, I'm wiping it down, I'm making sure I'm getting all the nooks and crannies on this vent, and I'm doing a great job. It looks brand new or whatever. And then I go to the other side and I see there's some wedged underneath, and so I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I spray it, I'm letting it sit for a second. I go down and grab my towel. My stepladder is directly underneath the vent.
Okay.
And so I'm climbing up. And this is in very quick succession. 2 drops hit my shirt. And by the way, that shirt's ruined now because it's got bleach stains. 2 drops hit my shirt. And 1 big glob, straight into my eye. It didn't hit my eyelid and just drip down.
Yeah.
It didn't bounce off my glasses or anything.
Oh, dude.
Straight into my eye. I've never had chemicals in my eyes outside of soap.
Uh-huh.
And some other products. We'll leave it like that. I want you to know I blacked out.
What, really?
Because I was not blacked out like I passed out, but I blacked out as in I don't know exactly what happened. Because I was on the top. I went from the top of my stepladder right here.
Yeah.
To inside the shower, which was over here.
Holy
I don't know how I got there. But it hit me and everything went black for a second. I know I stepped down from the stepladder and I backed into one of the doorways, and then next thing I know I'm hitting the shower curtain on the opposite side, and I'm just sitting like, oh my god! Thankfully the resident's not there because I was shouting obscenities.
Yeah, I would too.
And I'm freaking the fuck out, and I was like, "Are you serious? Oh my god! Fuck! Shit! God damn it!" And I go to the sink, and I just scoop water and just hold it up to my eye.
Yeah.
Just doing this for 2 minutes straight. Anthony's not on property at the time.
Oh,
he's off property with one of our coworkers. And they went to this fast food restaurant that specializes specifically in drinks.
Classic
and
boss move. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he was on his lunch break.
Yeah.
And so, he gets back and he goes, "Hey, can you meet me at such and such?" And I was like, yeah, it might be a second. I had an accident." He goes, "What happened?" I was like, I had chemicals in my eye." He goes, "Oh shit, did you get because there's this thing called CLR, which is calcium lime and rust remover,
Okay.
which is very highly potent chemicals." So he thought I got that in my eye. I was like, "No, I got the mold and mildew killer in there." He goes, "Oh, that's not that bad." Meanwhile, I'm dying.
Uh-huh.
And he goes, "Okay, meet me in the break room because in the break room we have eye wash, which is a saline solution."
What was it, burning?
What
did it feel like?
Yeah, let's see. It was absolutely burning. I don't know how to describe it more than that.
Yeah.
Have you ever got shampoo or conditioner in your eye?
Yeah, I've had my eyes burn before. Yeah.
So imagine that, but times 10 because it's bleach.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
It was so bad. I don't even remember when. I think as I was falling down, I knocked my glasses off, and so I'm freaking out again. This whole thing's happening, and I'm like, "Wait, where's my glasses? Where are my glasses? I can't find my glasses."
Yep.
I was 10 seconds away from having a full-on meltdown. That's how
Yeah.
bad it was. Because I don't know, I broke. I broke. So then I end up going to the break room with Anthony.
Oh my
He has a drink
God.
for me, and he goes, "So what happened?" And I explain what happened. Let me see it. I was like bloodshot.
Oh, it did
I
get
looked like,
wider. That's interesting.
huh?
It didn't get was bleached. Okay, that was a
No,
bad joke.
no, it did not get whiter. And so he's like, "Okay, we're gonna have to pour the saline solution on you,
Whoa.
the eye wash," and that wasn't a fun experience. Hold on.
Yeah.
I have proof of this.
Is that going on your like your Facebook profile? Is just that one bloodshot eye?
So here's me getting the saline solution.
You look so
This is
happy.
Anthony. Yeah, I was like, just take the picture. I don't care. By the way, we had a beach towel on me. On the
Uh-huh.
front side, all the saline was going down my backside. So by
Ah.
the time I realized what was going on, it went all the way down my back, some of it in my underwear, and like I got up and it was like I was just drenched in this stuff. I
My
was not
God.
having a good day. I don't know if you can see the video, but here's the video of it.
Oh, it's a. Oh yeah, your eye is so red. Holy crap!
Yeah. And then
What?
he got
Whoa!
it in my mouth. He started waterboarding me.
Yeah.
So that was
Jeez.
the very first time I've ever had to use eye wash also.
Yeah. Okay.
And it's funny because that's my right eye.
Yeah.
And where's the eye
Right
patch?
on that right eye, right there.
And like, we're fine now.
Look, everybody! Big reveal. He can see.
Oh, everything's bright. We're gonna put that back on. What if I just did that and like I just didn't have an eye? I would
That
cry.
was the big reveal. Yeah.
But after that,
That
like,
is.
because we did that for like 30 minutes, we used pretty much that whole bottle.
Yeah.
It was rough, dude.
That's
And like
unbelievable.
for the next 2 days, you know when you go swimming and like it's very chlorinated water and you open your
Oh
eyes
yeah.
and like they get like very like dry and like just feel bad.
Yeah.
That's how it felt. Because also saline solution is just diluted salt water,
Okay. Yeah.
which is meant to
Oh.
pull all
Oh.
the stuff out of your eye.
We had the same
This
experience then. Huh.
Yeah, you've also had to do eye wash.
No. I went
Oh,
to the beach.
oh, right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I talked this entire episode.
That's my only other topic. And
Oh, okay. You know, go for it. We have 10 minutes.
I mean, there's not that much to talk about, as opposed to you struggling with literally the last
Listen,
15 days,
it's been
life and death.
rough. And
I
then
went on a vacation. Yeah.
yeah, no, these last 2 weeks have been rough. I haven't been able to see Chris at all because Chris got
Mhm.
a promotion at work and
Nice.
the schedule is rotating, so it doesn't have the same off days anymore.
Ah, okay.
Uh, and so it's just like, dang, we don't get to see each other anymore.
Yeah.
It's been like roughly 2 weeks since we got to see each other, and he's just going through it too.
Yeah.
Uh,
You know what I've heard? Have you tried have
uh-huh.
you tried throwing yourself a pity party?
Oh, I do
I've
it every
heard they
day.
help.
I
Just a
mean,
giant celebration. How
if you
crazy would
listen
that
to
be?
this whole episode, I'd say this is one big pity party.
You just throw like, "Hey, everybody get together. Everybody sit down in a group. We're gonna have cake. We're gonna have ice cream. We're gonna drink, and I'm gonna complain
The
for four
entire time.
hours straight." Yeah,
I mean, I
would you think that
could.
would be cathartic? That might be
It
fun.
all started when I was. That's what therapy is. What do you
Oh,
mean?
that's a good point. Oh, I didn't think about that.
That's literally therapy. I mean, I guess
Yep.
it's fine. The only
Yep.
difference is one of them is somebody's more than likely not licensed to listen to you.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey,
Reed,
just get some alcohol in your system and it's fine. It
as long
probably
as
is
you have,
cathartic.
yeah, as long as you have more than one ear. Oh, well, no, sorry. As long as
Well, I
you
mean, I
have at
have
least
two,
one ear.
so.
Yeah. I think you're qualified to listen to people if you have more than 0 ears.
Yeah. And I've complained this whole episode, but also, I do have a friend who's going through a lot worse right now because
Oh, really?
received some very bad news about
Ooh.
health of a family member type stuff.
Ooh, that's no fun.
But he seems to be doing okay now, which makes me happy.
Okay.
But yeah. So
Nice.
that's my 2 week rant. That's outside of working and
Yeah.
I guess just working on writing, trying to do music and failing and getting mad about it and having
Nice.
existential crises for like weeks on end.
Yep.
That's been my last 2 weeks.
You know what happened to me? I got a little sunburn on my feet.
Just your feet?
Just my feet.
Oh
Oh,
no.
that's okay. Okay. Question. Do
Uh-huh.
you think, okay, stop me if this starts to sound really bad. Do
Okay.
you think people in the Middle East
So I'm gonna stop you right there.
experience do you think okay, let me finish. Let me cook. Do you
Okay.
think people in the Middle East, and maybe not just the Middle East, but anywhere they
And the
also have that
and
same this same religious ability, do you
mhm.
think the people in the Middle East get skin cancer less or more than people not
Well,
in the
if we're
Middle
talking
East?
about specifically skin cancer from like the sun,
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume less likely because especially in like the deserty areas, even like religion aside, a lot of the what's it called? Like a lot of the way that they stay cool is covering up in a lot of those like
That's
clothes.
yeah.
So I'm
I
gonna
was
I'm gonna say
thinking
less
burqa,
likely.
right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
would. I never did because I kept weighing the options like left and right. You know, like well, there's a lot of
Hmm.
sun over there, and that seemed to be like a lot of what they did. I don't know about now, but you know, at least historically, the very
Yeah.
desert-oriented society. But then they also were covering up and the existence of just burqas, right? Because at the water
Hmm.
park and the not just the water park, the ocean where I was at, I was basically burqa'd up. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I was like
You
long
went to the
sleeves.
beach.
Yep, yep. Bro, have you seen me? I burn.
That's how you get color,
I
John.
got a sunburn standing outside of my house for
John,
7
show us your
minutes.
thighs.
I am not showing you my thighs. I'm
Show
not
us
even
your
gonna show you the
show us
leg
your
that got
stomach.
burned. I'm not.
Show,
I'm
show
not.
us your show us your upper arm.
I'm gonna save this for the
Just do this.
Patreon.
Just do
I'm gonna
this.
save
Just
it
do
for the.
this.
No, no.
Show us your chest hair.
I can already show you. You can see just the difference in my face and my neck. This
Good
is a different
God.
color than my neck.
This man is so ghostly white.
It's crazy. You know what though? I thought I did appreciate the sun because the parts that I
Because
did
you're not used to seeing
experience
it.
it, I see it all the time. I look outside the window.
You touch grass?
I
I don't
touch
believe it.
grass. I do forest bathing because that's good for the soul.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
No, but like what ended up happening, I was
What are you,
fully
Faye?
covered. I was fully covered.
Uh-huh.
Like I had a hood. I had a long sleeve shirt on that was UV resistant. Make fun of my whiteness, I dare you. I
I
had a
always do.
hat. I had a sun hat on.
John, how hot was it at the beach?
It was not that bad. I mean, it was a nice 70, 80 degrees for sure. But
Mm-hmm.
next to the water, super cold. In the water, freezing. Of course, I had to take the hat off for the water because it would have gone flying away. Lovely, lovely time. I didn't get burned really that much. I experienced a little bit on like my face. Arms never got touched. The only
Mm-hmm.
part that really got sunburned and that I'm still dealing with now
Is your
is
toes.
the ankles down to the feet because that is where my pants ended, was right there.
Mm-hmm.
And I did put sunscreen on. I was a very ample user of sunscreen while we were out there,
As you should be.
but we were at a water park on the very last day.
Mm-hmm.
2 days from the very last day.
So then, because I know you should be like you need to keep it like moisturized and like with like lotion or like aloe vera, right?
Yeah.
Would you have to like lotion up or like moisturize your feet and then put socks on? Would that be a
Are you
bad
asking me how
idea?
I'm
Because
how
like
I'm
it
treating
traps
it now?
like just like as a general question,
Yeah.
like because like would that work to keep your feet moisturized longer? Because you're like basically locking in the moisturization with your socks.
Well, I can tell you that at least the stuff that I'm using, I've used two different things. I've used this like after sun stuff that has aloe in it, and then other stuff, but then also
Mm.
just like pure aloe vera gel. It just
Mhm.
absorbs into the skin, and they say like that you could just put it on there like you would just regular lotion or whatever, or you can also put like a lot on there and then let it
Yeah.
just sit, and then eventually it'll dry out, I guess, or slowly be
Yeah.
absorbed, which is handy. I haven't
Excuse me.
needed to put on socks to like while I'm using these. Usually it's like put the stuff on and then it's dried and absorbed by the time I need to put socks on and do something with socks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just working my way through that. I'm very concerned that my farmer's tan, which is usually on my arms, is now
It's a lot less of a form.
ankles. Yeah.
No, it's funny. Like that's the opposite issue I've had in the past.
Yeah.
Where it'd be like summertime and like I'll be wearing, socks and shoes, I'll be out doing whatever, and I'll come home and like if like from my ankle down to the to my toes is just like 3 or 4 shades lighter than the rest of my leg.
Yep.
And because it was like a few turns ago that I remember specifically because it was furniture day and we were out in the sun all day. And I get home and I'm just looking and I'm like, God damn!
I am so dark here in comparison. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or there was a summer back in high school. We had a family get together where we had rented out a like a Airbnb, a big Airbnb for the whole family.
Oh, sure. Nice.
And we had done we had been to the lake several times. And I think for most of those times I wore a shirt. And so then when we finally had got home, just dark, and then all of a sudden bright.
Yep.
And like
That's,
usually I have like a yellow tint to my skin for the most part.
Okay.
And so like it was just like dark brown here, and then you just see how yellow my skin can get up here.
Wow.
And I was like, good Lord.
That's amazing.
But I think the only time I've gotten sunburned was I think then for that summer vacation trip with the family, and it was just on my nose, and that was it.
Yeah.
I have
bad with my ears. I always forget. I always try. I mean, I've been trying more and more, but I always forget to really apply it to the ears.
Well, it's about that time.
It is an hour.
Any last remarks?
No, that was basically. I mean, I had a great time. I had a great, lovely little beach vacation.
Oh, that's cool. Must be nice. So anyways.
It was super nice.
Well then I guess my last remarks are, you know what? Life sucks sometimes. Throw a pity party. See how you feel afterwards.
Yeah. But life also gets really good and you can go to the beach.
All right.